What's up out there? It's Dave Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Over to my right, I have my luck of the Irish, Mr. Tim, along for ride along. Say hi, Tim.
Hey.
Yeah, Tim's joined me from the wonderful state of Maryland for a couple of days of final expense fun, as we're going to detail. We've seen a little bit of everything. Maybe a little bit of too much of everything.
All of which can never be unseen, David, unfortunately.
Scarred for life is how I would describe it. So, so what we're going to talk about today is really just more or less an overview of what it's like for Tim. Really, it's his first time in the field, right? Kind of getting a feel for what it's like to sell final expense. So I've invited Tim just to kind of recap how our ride along went. Why don't you kind of give us your initial impressions and kind of walk us through what happened in the first day and then today, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah. Overall, it was a great experience, and everything worked out as well as I had hoped. If you've watched a lot of David's videos and a lot of the material that he provides and a lot of the insights that he provides, pretty much everything panned out, which was part of the reason he named this particular video what it is. As we go through, we had some pretty bizarre experiences, but overall, we mixed in set appointments with knocking on doors. We saw a number of people yesterday. How much did you write up yesterday?
I want to say probably about $1,800, $1,900 in premium.
And we looped around and came back. And yesterday, as we were rolling up to one of the apartments about 12:30 in the afternoon, a gentleman in his possibly late 50s, late 60s, came up, opened up the door, stark naked, head to toe, looked at us driving up, and stood there for a minute and slowly closed the door.
Yeah, he didn't jump like right back into the house. He literally was butt naked, and he had like half, if you could imagine a person standing up and half of his body was out the door. He was completely naked, and it was weird. He didn't jump back in. It's like he stood there and was checking us out there for a minute, and then he realized he had no pants on, and then he got back in the house. It was hilarious, and we both caught it and just like looked at each other and thought, the hell's wrong with this business? These crazy people. So yeah, we door knocked that guy.
His next door neighbor. Thankfully, we didn't have to door knock naked man.
Yeah. We aren't seeing that dude anytime soon, if you know what I mean. And then the first sale. Kind of tell me what you thought about the first sale. The lady, the guy with the alligator boots. What was your thought on that sale?
Ivania, she was a shop owner. Yeah, and again, I thought it went really, really well. The whole process was gone through. We went. The gentleman answered the door, but he was not the decision maker clearly. But the policy was for him.
Right.
And you engaged with her, good rapport. And again, it struck me. We talked a little bit about the rapport. How even though some of this upfront stuff can go rather quickly, sometimes sitting down and you immediately connected with her, talked about where she was from.
Right.
Her hometown was Jasper, and he said, where are you? What part of Jasper? She said, Jasper. We both laughed, and it was clear there was rapport.
Right.
She sat down. I thought, as best as I can remember the process, it's not completely memorized, but I'm familiar with it. It seemed like you got through each step and was able to, wrap it up step by step by step. And she bought at the high end of the three choices that you presented. And in fact, later, as you were thinking, driving down the road and the pieces fell together, you almost felt you might have left some business on the table that she might have. You could have almost kicked it up another level.
Yeah.
But out of all the three, you got that range up front. You put it the three choices, and she took the highest one. So I thought it went really, really well.
Right. And so that was yesterday. We had 7 scheduled appointments. I think we saw actually 6 scheduled appointments. No, 5. 2 of those 5 that were preset no-showed. Okay. So I sold one of those 3 that we sat with, and then I ran down an hour and a half on a lark. Yeah, I had a person call in the other day, wanted to buy more insurance. Actually, she was mad because her existing coverage she thought was gone. So we drove an hour and a half south into Rome, Georgia, sat down with this lady, did all sorts of investigation for her to find out what her policy was, who she had. Turns out she was fine, and we were able to write another piece of business anyway. She wanted more coverage.
Right, and David is being a little modest here. He spent almost an hour going through her, looking at her mail, actually made the phone calls that the woman literally said, I would never have had the patience to do that.
Yeah,
he went through all the steps to clarify what it was, and in fact, the policies that she thought had lapsed were there.
Fine.
But behind all of that, after spending all that time, she still was thinking about changing her insurance. So she was anxious and even almost indebted to
Right.
the point where she said, well, what else can you do? So she had like 3,000 on the book, so you were able to rewrite it for a $5,000 package, and she was just tickled to death
Yeah.
that you came down, and she was so grateful for everything you did. So,
Yep.
all of those things, the service element, the being a good guy, the doing what you're supposed to do, all worked out. It could have just as easily been she would have been, meekly embarrassed and, gosh, I'm sorry you drove all this way, but I'm good.
Right.
I've got the other two, so see you.
Right.
And it worked out great. So, if you take the time to do the right thing, it worked out really, really well. But you did a great job.
So tomorrow or today, I'm sorry, yeah, today's the second of 2 days that we did in a ride along, and today was kind of interesting starting off because we had 7 booked appointments. We saw, I think, 5 of them, maybe 4, something like that, 5 maybe. But anyways, I wrote 3 deals. I think I'm up like 2,600 in premium today. All of them came in the first 2 appointments, and then the rest are just a bunch of deadbeats, I would call them. What was interesting about today's appointments was that, first of all, we had the ones that we ran that acted as if their health was perfect, but then it turns out completely different after we did the family benefit deal, or after we did the phone interview with family benefit. What was your thoughts on that when it kind of came back different?
That was great. Like, so again, for anybody, if you get the chance to do the ride along, it's kind of like getting a master's degree on the ground or a master's degree by walking around. The 2 people clearly had a strong interest. They were acting as if nothing was wrong. Again, David was able to smooth this through. So after asking all these health questions to people vehemently and fervently denying there was never any problem, even to the point David noticed there was an inhaler and very gently asked, I'm not being nosy, but is that? And the woman said the inhaler was for some kid who's no longer
You think
there.
she's telling the truth?
No, I do not. I think but I'm old and I'm cynical, and he's not as cynical as me. But
I'm
I
getting
think
there.
she was lying. So all that, he went through the whole process, wrote them up as if they were healthy as horses, and then when they got on the phone and the medical information board, those things that show up on the computer for prescriptions, breathing, inhalers, prednisone, all these things. And it was great because, again, I'm not trying to embarrass David, but a lot of this kind of thing was about saving face. They could have been very embarrassed, and if it was not handled gently, they could have accused all these other people of being liars. You guys get the heck out of my house. I don't have anything to do. But he was able to kind of smooth it out, said okay, and was able to come back around. So he went through these people could have been embarrassed and thrown their hands up, came back around and got 2 good policies from the both of them, one for each, and it worked out beautifully. And they were thrilled. They couldn't get insurance. Obviously, they were having difficulty being honest.
They got declined with another company. That's right. Before, remember?
Yeah. So it was amazing. So I saw everything on that, saving the sale, saving the relationship, going through the process, going through the call, and seeing that entire process beginning to end, including those calls now 4 or 5 times, was a huge education.
Now, one thing that was great to see, and what I like to do on ride-alongs and how I explain it to new agents, I don't want you to come do a ride-along with me and see all the good stuff. Why is that? Because you don't experience what this business is really like. This business is a combination of good, bad, and ugly. A valuable ride-along experience. You'll see some good sales. You'll see some difficult sales. You'll see some people that are just absolutely crazy that will never buy for you from any reason whatsoever. And the stuff that just kind of could go either way. And I felt like today was a solid balance of that. And one thing I like to see, or have my agents see when they do a ride-along, is a replacement sale. So any thoughts on the lady that we replaced the plan with?
That was the second.
That was the lady that had the little pug that kept
yapping.
Yeah,
that was great. Yeah, so that was the second one this morning, because again, it's hard to remember those as we go through the day. Yeah, that was amazing. She had, again, been through the entire experience. When we walked in and David began, chatting her up and just kind of opening up, she had just lost her husband. It was sudden. She had gotten on the phone and at least done something. She had picked up the phone and gotten one of those terrible, guaranteed acceptance deals.
And there's no reason that she should have had it either. She was in perfect shape.
She was, alert, healthy, reasonably fit, and, just wanted to get something, but then had the, astuteness to say, this is probably not a good deal. So she had sent in the card to David. And again, he was able to show her what the problems were, that she wasn't, in fact, covered for the next 2 years. So everything was on that appointment. She knew what it was like. It was $10,000 expense. And again, for those of you out in the field, to use the story, now she's paying part of it, kids are paying part of it. And one of the first things that elicited in the conversation was it was a mess. It cost like about $10,000. Now everyone is going out of pocket a little bit to try to cover it. Everybody's being nice, but everybody's going into their pocket to cover it, and I don't want to go through that again.
Right.
So it was, and then it was replacing the sale and going through it, and all the medications. It was great. Again, it was very, very educational for me.
So, kind of give me your roundup for the 2 days experience. I mean, honestly, what's your thoughts on what you've seen? How valuable do you think this experience is, and would you recommend this and why to a brand new agent who's getting into final expense?
Yeah, again, I think I opened with that, but I think the best thing you could possibly do is to do a ride along and actually see all the stuff in process. And for those of you who've done any other kind of sales before, he's is that still taping?
Okay, there we are. We're back. Sorry about that.
That's okay. But yeah, that the process does work. Go through the steps. It was all very effective, very low key, and again, to see it on the ground, and even to know that when I get to that point, what to expect on those calls and how they could possibly go wrong, and just staying calm and staying cool and seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly. The last 2 things we had today were just, a mess. One guy, we were going up to knock on his door. We had knocked on it yesterday. He comes out the door waving his hand. We're like getting ready to go up the stairs, and he's waving us off. I told you you got to call me. You were just here. So he was there yesterday. We knocked on the door. He never came to the door.
Yeah,
we pieced that together, and he kind of barked us off. And then the last guy, we had an appointment that was supposed to be for about an hour from now. And the guy said, no, I'm off painting somebody's house. I'm not even there.
Right.
And, that's part of the package, too. But overall, wrote 3 policies, $2,600 worth of business, and it all evens out.
Right.
A little bit of everything. Yeah, so I would highly recommend the ride along. And again, use the training, take it seriously. He's doing and saying those things out in the field that you see on those videotapes. I popped it on my iPod. I'm in the process of memorizing it, but all of these things work. And if you set it up the right way, it's very logical. And here's one very important thing: these leads are legitimately good. These people have a need, have an interest. It is not this vague, oh God, I had no idea. The leads are quality. If you run 5 or 6 appointments a day, you do what you're supposed to do, the system will work. So saw that on the ground twice. And again, it's not pretty. It's not perfect. There was lumps and bumps. And then, well, our other stylistic point was, as we were leaving yesterday from the second sale he made, at the end of the day, there was this just full, toilet tank seat, completely intact on the person's front porch, and then we had another one today. So I think that's the stylistic thing now.
Hey, you're in the South, man. Everybody's got a toilet on their trailer deck, man. Then I had a dog rub his butt on me in a deadbeat appointment. It was kind of funny. Yeah. Dog ran right up to me, stuck its butt right on the side of my shin, and just started going to town on it, man. I thought, what is this deal? I tried to get it out of here.
I see a dog put his legs up in the air and run along the rug. He didn't do that. He went right over to David. And it went so far in my life.
Dave's leg was perfect.
Yeah,
that's a perfect rendition.
It's pretty classic. So we had several good laughs along the way as well.
Yeah, somebody asked a question about the leads. No, these are direct mail leads. I do sell Facebook leads. I think they work great. But the bottom line here is my deal is with Facebook leads are great, but direct mail is king in this business. I'm doing direct mail. Everybody should do direct mail if they can. And it's something that really makes a difference. Hey, Salehi, how you doing? You asked, the ride-along fella seems like a pro. He certainly is sharp in perspective, not experienced in insurance. How much insurance have you sold?
None. But I sold telephone equipment back in the 80s. I'm a retired librarian by trade. I just retired a few months ago.
He's good, though. I can tell just listening to him, this guy's going to be good at selling final expense. And he's got it. And but yeah, definitely an experienced pro and knows his stuff. Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Tom Hopkins, all the greats. And we definitely shared a few stories.
Yeah, we've had some great talks.
So, Robert, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Other than that, guys, Tim, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed it. I love doing ride-alongs. It makes it interesting for me to take someone along and show them this business, how it really is. And I really think ride-alongs do a fantastic job of helping people out in a big way, because seeing is believing. When you can go out there and in 2 days make more money than people can in a month, it's just thrilling. And just to see it and realize, hey, this isn't that big of a deal. If a 32-year-old kid can do this, get out and talk to these normal people and sell them a plan and show them be shown the process to do it, that instills confidence, that gets you excited, and it makes this process real as opposed to some idea that you could be possibly successful. Now you've seen in action, you can actually take action on it. That's what's great about it. So anyway, guys, Dave Duford here at Final Expense Agent Mentor. If you are interested in the final expense business and you would like to learn more about how the final expense business works with how I teach it, you're welcome to come to my website. It's feagentmentor.com. And feel free to check out what we have to offer. Click the contact box if you're new to the business or if you're experienced and you'd like to learn more about working with my business, my agency. Go there, fill out the box. I'll be in contact with you shortly. If you're an experienced agent and somebody mentioned, I think it was Rob earlier, you're interested in some kind of leads, we do telemarketing leads, we do Facebook leads. I do direct mail leads as well, but those are reserved for my agency. But that is stuff that we can offer you in addition to my official guide to selling final expense book, a couple sales training programs, pretty much everything. So again, Tim, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thank you. It's great.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. There's the camera. And y'all have a good one. Peace.